Just your friendly reminder that the Bible says in Ecclesiastes.
When I first became a Christian, I mispronounced the word Colossians or Colossians. I called it Colossians. And I did that during a Bible study, and a friend of mine kind of made fun of me for it, which at the time I was just like, yeah, I probably deserve that because I said Colossians. But I forget what that Bible study was about. And I kind of think sometimes we get distracted by the humanness of things and we miss the actual point. And she made a really good point in that video, but I think let's unpack. So when I opened up the verse that she was talking about in Ecclesiastes, it was already highlighted in my Bible, and I love that because that means I've been here before. But I know I've been here before because this is one of my favorite portions of Ecclesiastes, because if you think about the life cycles that we have in life, the fixed mindset things, the things that we think only rely on us, and we don't even factor in what God is doing in our lives, it's this. He who observes the wind will not sow. He who regards the clouds will not reap. As you do not know the way of the wind, or how the bones grow in the womb of her who is with child, so you do not know the works of God who makes everything. And then just basically tells you, do what God tells you to do, because he's going to make a way, even if it doesn't make sense to you. And a lot of these patterns that we have in life, whether it's the same type of person who comes into your life on a regular basis, that's a kid. His chicken nuggets were done. So whether it's like the same patterns of people that pop up over and over and over again, or the same situations that pop up over again, or God is telling you to do something and you just think you're not qualified to do it, or you're not supposed to do it, or whatever, and the opportunity just keeps coming up. God is trying to teach you, like, you don't need to know how the bones grow in the womb. You just need to do it. Like, I've grown 9 people. Like, 9 humans have grown out of my body, which means there are 18 legs literally walking the face of the earth right now. There are 18 eyes that are viewing the earth right now. I do not know how to grow legs, and I don't know how to grow eyeballs. That's an above my pay grade kind of situation. However, those people are walking around, some of which I'm still entrusted to make sure that they walk into the world well, some of which are already walking in the world on their own 2 feet. And I still am so humbled by the fact that I get to take part in the creation of what God brings into this world. It's fascinating to me, but I don't understand it. It's just about obedience. And so sometimes when we observe the wind, we are not going to sow because it's windy. Another example is when I was 38, I was like looking for something different, and all of a sudden this opportunity in tech came up, and I was like, I don't know anything about tech. I don't know anything about like how tech works. Okay, I just knew the word tech because of what I heard on the news. But a friend of mine said, I have a room on my team. I want you to come in. We'll teach you everything you need to know. And I was like, I don't know. And now, nearly a decade later, I love my career. I love working in tech. I love that I get to learn totally crazy new things every single day about how technology works. And I get to be able to help people because I work in the public sector side. I get to help my neighbors make sure that their data or their whatever it is secure, is protected, and I get to help them in a way. I get to serve my neighbors. But I would have never opened that door had I trusted myself. I would have never walked through an open door because I wouldn't understand like how to be able to do it. But I don't have to, because I didn't regard the wind. Instead, I was willing to sow the seed. I didn't regard what the clouds were doing. I was just willing to walk into what potentially was going to be a harvest, and it was. And I'm so blessed that I was able to do that. And that's a lot of what this verse is talking about, is if you have the same kind of person who's coming up in your life, what principle are you not learning from that cycle? That you need to just be like, how do I learn that so that the next time it comes around, you don't observe the wind and you can just go ahead and sow. You can just go ahead and fix the relationship. Or when somebody comes in that you're like, why do I keep attracting these kinds of people to me? Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or whatever, why do I keep attracting those people to me? Oh, maybe it's something in me. Maybe it's something I need to fix. And so the next time they pop around, I'm not going to be like, oh, let's go with the wind. Instead, it's going to be like, nope, I've seen that wind before, and I'm going to go this way. Ecclesiastes is just, there's so much richness in this book. So don't always just regard what somebody says and how they pronounce Ecclesiastes. Sometimes there might be a really good nugget of wisdom that word being mispronounced actually should have drawn in your attention, because the principle that she shared, and then, how I unpacked it, there's so much wisdom there. So don't get distracted by the thing that's easy, because then you might miss the principle that's actually going to change you.